YouTube. Okay, so I wanted to post quickly about vitiligo. So how did I know I had it? Actually, do you even know what vitiligo is? Vitiligo, I don't know how you pronounce it, but basically, like 3 years ago, maybe even 4 years ago now, I like had one summer, and one summer I'm like allergic to mosquitoes or whatever, so I got bit by a mosquito. My hand swelled up really bad. Went to the doctors, put my hand under like an x-ray machine. They found it was really swollen, took some medication. Long story short, my hand was swollen for like 2 weeks. Like huge. They had never seen it. The doctors thought that something really bad happened. Like they were like, you must have broken something, and I actually never broke anything. It was just my hand swelled up like 3 times its size. It was crazy. But anyway, when my hand actually went down, the swelling went down, it was the first time I actually looked at my hands in a long time. And I noticed that there were some like white dots on my hands. And I was like, oh, that's odd. And so, I went through the summer, I came home, and Mom kind of noticed it, but it was like, what the heck is going on with you? But whatever, and like not a big deal. Obviously, I wasn't like sick or anything, so it was the least I didn't need to worry about it. Anyway, so the white dots like appeared on one hand, my right hand here. Put it closely, like you can kind of see the way it looks. But this is like after about 4 years. So like in the beginning, it was just like 1 or 2 dots, like you wouldn't even notice them. But then they kind of got bigger and bigger. And then I noticed on my left hand, you can see it's a lot less, but there's some dots on that hand too. It's very small, not really a big deal. I don't really notice it honestly on my left hand at all. My right hand, I notice it more, but it's, like I said, it's not really like that big of a deal. It's my hands, and I could care less. To me, it's whatever. So yeah, and then on my right up top, you can see it. You can probably like not see it as much. I don't know, it's kind of awkward. But yeah, I got whiteness on my chest a little bit. Let's see, right there, you can kind of see it. I've been putting stuff on it, so actually you probably don't notice as much because I actually noticed that the color's coming back. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so vitiligo, yeah, and I got lightning on my face. Right now it's like really shiny. I'm like good, not really. It's really shiny because I got medicine on it. But yeah, let me show you the medicine. So I take this medication. Sabitazole, proportionate. Oh wait a minute. Yes, it's a very small amount. A doctor, let's look at it. I'm supposed to apply a thin layer to the affected area once daily for. Oh, sorry. It's like getting dark. Once daily for 2 months, then use on weekends only. Whatever. So basically, I use this every day for 2 months. Yes, and then after 2 months, I just do it on the weekends. But yeah, so I use this on my hands and my chest. And then also I have this Protopic, and I use this. I actually mix. What do with that? Throw everything around. I mix both these together. So I put a little bit on this hand, a little bit on that hand. No, well, a little bit in both my hand, like my fingers. I'll put both of them on there, and then I'll rub them together, and I'll put them on my my hands and my chest. And then I only use this on my face because using this on my face is very bad. It's too strong. But this on my face. Let's talk about it. The first time I put it on, it was really hot. Like my skin got really hot, and it was a bit uncomfortable. I was like, ugh. Like I think of my covers over my face, and I was just like, it was just like intense. It was too much almost. And then I put. And then after a while, like after about a week of using it, I stopped noticing it as much. I noticed it in my hands. My hands would get really hot, but I noticed it a lot in my face. That it just was like burning, So I was like, I don't know if this is normal, but I'll still use it. And then after like a couple of days, it stopped being as intense, and now I don't really feel it at all, unless I'm already really hot. But I noticed it does like my pores, like. And like I get acne on my face now, just a little bit, not a lot, but in the beginning it was a little intense, and now it's like actually my acne is going just a lot better. But I got acne because it's like the stuff is kind of thick, right? It doesn't really let your pores free. Anyway, so I'm taking Protopic and doing that, and the clobetasol. Try to get my skin pigment to come back because it's going away. Um, I've only used it now for this. I'm coming out like this week will be my 4th week. So I mean, I'm not like expecting miracles, but I do notice that my chest, the skin on my chest, is coming back, and I know the skin there is actually a lot thinner than my hands. And I'm a teacher here, so like let's be real, I'm always using my hands and always washing my hands, so I find it a bit pointless. Like I know my hands don't usually get the full amount of medication because it just rubs off. And it's cold. It's cold, so of course I put gloves on. So like, the medicine doesn't really stay. So when I do it at night, and I make sure like, okay, all my pajamas, all my clothes are on. So then I just go up, I go and lay in bed, and I literally put my arms on my like sleeping on my chest like this because I don't want the medicine to actually stay on my hands. And then, so yes, like I said, the colors come back on my chest. Like before, like if you actually look at my photos, or I look at my photos, I guess the photo that's the main photo on my channel, it's like really noticeable. It's like people would actually really notice it. Like, oh, like not like, oh, like ew, but like, oh, that's interesting because it's like, oh, the color's different. But now I'm like showing you guys, so it's kind of awkward. It's like opposite, right? So this hand, but if you guys like, I'm like looking in the light right now. I'm like trying to show you that like the skin changed, but like you can maybe kind of see it. The light is really awkward, right? Like right here, you can see it a little bit, but like before it used to be like really white, like just like bright, like you couldn't miss it. And now it's like, is that like a light patch? You know, like it actually, you don't really notice it as much. So I guess it's working. Being in Korea, I noticed when I was back home, the doctors would just give me the creams, right? But I never used. First of all, I went to the doctors like way late, like 2 months before I was about to leave for Korea, and I didn't use it every day when I was back home. I used it like for 4 days straight, and then I'd not use it for a day. I was really bad, and I'm really bad at medication and all that. So, yeah. So anyway, I just like didn't really get. And my doctor, my dermatologist was like, well, if it doesn't work, we don't really see any changes, we can do UV lights, but let's try this first. And then I left for Korea, so like I never followed up with her, and then I never followed up with anyone here because it was like the last of my worries. I just didn't really care to take time and go to the doctor or whatever, and I'm like, I'm not trying to find someone who doesn't speak English, and it was just kind of like a hassle. But now that I'm, I don't know, I made an appointment because I had my winter break, and I was like, okay, I'll make an appointment, and I did, and I'm really happy I did. Basically, the doctor said to continue using the creams, right? And he also said for me to do UV lights. So I do UV lights. I go in this machine, turn on the light. I stand there and like the one. It's wonderful. I don't know, he changes the amount of time. Like it starts short and then it goes longer. Now I'm at like a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. I don't know. It feels really short. And so I get all naked and I get in there. And then I also do like shots. I don't know if they don't have this in America, or if they do, I never saw it, or none of my doctors ever even like brought up the idea of doing shots. And so I was like a little nervous, but I was like, hey, I'm in Korea. It's obviously legal here, and the results have happened, so I might as well try it. So basically, they gave me an injection of steroids, like to try to get my pigment to come back, in my hands and on my chest. I can't do it on my face, but I was like, like right now, like to be honest, you can't really notice it unless I'm in like certain lighting and it's like bam, like because in some lighting, like with this certain fluorescence, it's really obvious that like up here my skin is getting lighter, but like ooh, and it's like really shiny right now. Ugh. But like if you I don't know if you can tell me if you notice. I don't really know. But like for the most part, my face, like it's all even. Like the color, like if you look closely, you're like, oh, like yeah, there's something different. But like honestly, I don't really notice it. And if it's in dark light or in any like regular lighted room, like you don't even notice that it's getting lighter. So for me, I'm like, I don't really want to put an injection or any kind of shot into my skin or in my face. Like I'm just not cool with that. And I hadn't really been using the creams. Like I guess maybe if I used creams or like tried other alternative medicine for like years and nothing worked, then I'd maybe put a shot in my face. But I'm like, no thanks. And plus they said with the shot you can get like dimples in your skin, which I'm like, no thanks, I'd rather have my skin now the way it is than get shots and have dimples all over my skin. really like holes, right? No thanks. So anyway, I get the shots. It's really painful. He puts a shot in every part that's a little white. It's like, ouch. And it's like there's not much steroid. It's not very much. But anyway, I do that every 2 weeks. I did it the last time for once, and I was like, it was actually really painful. And then now I'm gonna get the shots on Thursday. Again, I see my dermatologist on Thursday, so I'll get the shots on Thursday or Monday. But I figured I might as well try, see what happens. It's been 2 weeks. Like I said, my chest is actually coming back. The color is. I don't know if it's the UV lights, the shots, and the creams I'm doing all at the same time. It's like gung-ho crazy, right? There's like I'm doing so many things at once. Or I don't know if it's just one or the other. I don't know. But I figured I might as well try. It's not, I don't care. I could care less. I mean, honestly, like my hands are just like my hands, right? Like, I still have a hand that works perfectly. Whatever. And I've just gotten used to it over time. But to be really honest, like, this has been like, what, 4 years? 4 years? 4 years? Right? So, like, 4 years, nothing really big has happened. It's not like it's like I got this huge, because I know some people, it's like they notice one dot and the next day, like, they have a huge part of their hand that's lost pigment. That's not like that for me. It's really slow in coming, or it came and it's went, like it's happened and now it's done with. I don't know. I have no idea, but I mean, I'm not really. I guess for me, like I said, I never really went to a doctor because it wasn't in a prominent place, and it's not like it happened really fast. It was a gradual thing. So, like I said, I'm still using the creams, and I'm still doing UV lights twice a week, and I'm getting the shots of injection every 2 weeks. So we will see. I will keep you updated. So I know if you have it, but I know I just know. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. So it can be a bit daunting because there's not really much out there, and the doctors will tell you there's no cure. So it's kind of like, that sucks. What am I going to do? Live with it, right? It's okay. It's cool. It's just skin. It doesn't like define you or anything. It's definitely on the outside, and there's a lot of things that you can do. I have never heard of people using, like I said, the injection in America. Maybe it's out there. I don't know. But in Korea, it definitely is. And what else was I going to say? I'm also going to look into alternative medicine, because I really do believe in alternative medicine. I think it works great. I think dealing with stuff on the inside is a lot better. Like doctors, they want the easy fix, and I never felt that was right for me, I guess. So I really want to heal from the inside. So yeah, I'm basically gonna be done with this video, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I'll be tracking it, and I'll show you, I guess, maybe in a couple weeks if I see a change. I forgot to mention that I did see a change in my hands. I don't have any before or after, so I can't have anything to compare it to, but it's I just noticed that there's small dots showing up on my white spots. It looks a lot patchier instead of just this white circle. It's patchy. So I don't know, whatever. But like I said, I'll post a video. I was really bad about it in the last 5 months. But I'll post a video kind of documenting that, so people who have the same problem can see kind of how my body progresses, because I know I'm black or whatever. So, that's it. I'm done talking. Alright, that's the end of this video. So, comment, post, subscribe, ask a question, whatever. No big deal, I guess. I'll always get back to you, and I always read every comment. So, yeah, hope you're good. Okay.